So we're doing what we did yesterday, but now we're doing it with perpendicular lines instead of parallel lines. So what do we know about perpendicular lines and their slopes?
They're opposite.
Opposite, reciprocal. Good. So you flip the fraction and you flip the sign. Okay. So here we go. Two lines are graphed. The two lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay. Find the slope of each line. So what is the slope of my purple line?
Looks like you go over 5.
Wait, hold on. It's going up 1 over.
Let's see. It looks like here to here.
It's still supposed to go up somewhere.
Looks like up to over 5. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I would say up to and over 5. So the slope of my blue line
It's gotta go somewhere.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2.
-5.
Yeah, does it make sense to be negative 5 over 2? Yeah, I told you they were perpendicular, right? Oh my gosh. What you doing? There we go. Like that. All right, we are going to write the equation of the purple line. So we have 2/5. It didn't tell me how to write the equation of the purple line. We could use our y-intercept, can't we? We could say it's y equals 2 over 5x. And then what's the y-intercept for the purple line? -4. This one right here. We'll call it line A. I know your papers don't have purple and blue, do they? So we'll call it line A. All right, write the equation of my blue line. So we'll call that line B. So here we're going to have y equals, my slope is -5 over 2x. What is the slope? What is the y-intercept for my blue line? 1. All right, so how can we write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to another line? What did we just say about our slopes? Slopes have to be what? Slopes have to be opposite, reciprocals. So 2 over 5 became 5 over 2, and then positive became negative. So you flip the fraction and you flip our sign. So what's going to go in this blank right here? Lines are what if the slopes are opposites and reciprocals? There you go. Good. Perpendicular. All right, right? Are y'all good? Am I going too fast? What's up? No. Consider the following graph. All right, write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the line shown on the coordinate grid and passes through the point 5, 2. Okay, write an equation of a line that is perpendicular to the line shown and passes through the point 5, 2. So they gave me a point, so we're kind of going back to yesterday with the point slope form, right? This guy. So they've given me the 5 and the 2, so I know I'm going to do y minus 2 equals something, x minus 5. But what slope are we going to use? Well, the slope that I see here looks like it's what? 1, 2, 3, is it 4 over 1? See if it does it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so my slope is 4. Am I going to put a 4 right there in my equation? Like yesterday?
No,
Why not?
because you could do perpendicular.
We're doing perpendicular today, so my slope is not going to be 4.
You're gonna negative 1 over 4.
Negative 1 over 4. Good. So this has a slope of 4. Technically, it's 4 over 1. So flip our fraction and flip our sign. Okay. What is the point where the two lines intersect? Interesting. I am going to graph this. Let's see here. 5, negative 2. Here it is. Let's see if it cross. Not 5, negative 2. Y'all should have. Positive 2. There we go. Down 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can go up and backwards, right? Up 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Up 1, 1, 2, 3. See how I was able to graph it? Where do the lines intersect each other?
Between 1 over 4 and 3.
What is that point? I need an X and a Y.
Oh, 1 over.
My X is a 1. My Y is the 3. Good. Yep. So I was able to graph and see exactly where it happened. Questions? We're okay? Okay. We're already on page 2, guys. Woohoo! So just like yesterday, we have all the different forms of lines. Okay? We have point slope, we have slope intercept, and we have standard form. Okay? We're given the same information that we had yesterday. We're going to be given, in this case, 2 different points. Okay? We use that to find slope, right? And it gives me a point that the line actually goes through. So here we're going to write an equation of a line in all 3 forms that is perpendicular to a line that crosses through negative 5, negative 2, and 3, 2, and goes through the point 4, negative 1. So this is the point they want me to use. We're going to use these guys to find my slope. All right, remember we do the y's over the x's. How did negative 2 become positive 2? By adding 4. Yep, and how did negative 5 become 3? Added 8. Is that the slope that we're going to use in my equation? No, we're perpendicular. So what is my perpendicular slope? Negative 2 over 1. Good. Which we can also just say negative 2. Okay. So point slope form. If it's going to be y minus y, what am I going to write down first? Am I going to say y minus 4 or y? There we go. It's going to be y minus negative 1, so that is y plus 1, equals my perpendicular slope of negative 2 times x, what?
Negative 4.
X minus 4. Like that. Good. All right, the other stuff is the exact same stuff that we did yesterday. Okay, going from point slope to slope intercept is going to take me how many steps? 2 steps, just like yesterday. What is step 1? Distribute my slope. Good. When I distribute my slope, we're going to get y plus 1 equals negative 2x and positive 8. Good. Bless you. And then what's my final step? Almost. Subtract the 1. Yeah. So we get y equals negative 2x, and plus 7. And just like yesterday, from slope-intercept to standard, it's just a one-step problem. What are we going to do? How am I going to move the 2x back over? We're going to add it. So we have positive 2x, we have positive y, and we're going to be equal to 7. Good. That is the exact same stuff we did yesterday. Okay? Just setting up the first equation was a tad bit different because we're doing perpendicular slope today, not parallel slope. We okay? All right. Write the equation of a line in all three forms. That is perpendicular to the line 25x minus 5y equals 45 and goes through the point 0, 7. All right, so it tells me my new point. We have to find slope of the original line so we can find the perpendicular slope for my new line. Okay. How did they give me, what form did they give me for the other equation?
Standard.
It's standard form. So how am I going to get slope out of here?
Subtract it.
Yeah, we want to get it to be y equals. Okay, so let's subtract the 25x. Well, I'm going to rewrite the problem. We have 25x minus 5y equals 45. Yep, so subtract 25x over to the other side. And then what? Then divide by negative 5.
You get y equals positive 5 is minus 9.
Yep. All right, so that's the equation of my original line. So what perpendicular slope are we going to use for the new one? Negative, it's negative something. Negative 1 over 5. Good. So they've given me the point 0, 7, and now I just found my I'm going to do perpendicular. That's the symbol for it. My perpendicular slope is going to be negative 1 over 5. All right. Y minus 0 or y minus 7?
Y minus 7.
Oops. Y minus 7 equals what? Negative 1 over 5 times x, what? Minus 0. Slope-intercept form, what's up, Memphis? The point that they gave me. They gave me the point 0, 7. This is x and this is y. All right, slope-intercept form takes me how many steps? 2. What's my step 1? Distribute. Distribute slope is always step 1. Distribute your slope. So we're going to get y minus 7 equals negative 1/5 x. And then what's negative 1/5 times 0? Oh, well, I don't need that, do I? What is always step 2? Move our loose number over. We're going to add the 7. So we're left with y equals negative 1/5 x plus 7. X looks like it's in the denominator. It's not. It's like next to it. There we go. Standard form. Add the 1/5 to the other side. So we have positive 1/5 x plus y equals 7. And if I wanted to get rid of my fraction, what can I multiply the entire equation by? Look at the fraction. What's in the bottom of my fraction? A 5. If I multiply everything by 5, this would be 1x plus 5y equals 35. Like that. If you don't want any fractions in there. You multiply the whole thing by the denominator. All right. I believe we have one more of these. Okay. All right, write the equation of a line in all three forms that is perpendicular to the line. Okay, so now they've given it to me in what form?
Point slope.
Point slope, yep. Which we like that because it gives me slope, right? My original slope is what? 5 over 6. So what's my perpendicular slope going to be? Negative 6 over 5. Good. And they gave me the point -10, -3. Oh, excuse me. All right, point slope form. Tell me what's right. Y minus -3 is y plus 3 equals. Times. Good job. Yes. Whoop. Was that a sneeze? Okay, bless you. I didn't know. Cough, sneeze, could have been a mixture of the two. All right, slope-intercept form. How many steps is it going to take? 2 steps. What's my first step? Distribute. So we're going to get y plus 3 equals -6 over 5x. What is -6 times 10? -60 divided by 5. -12. Y'all see how we did that? -6/5 times 10. You do -6 times 10 across the top, and then you divide by 5. Okay, that's what fractions are. Fractions are multiplication and division. And then subtract my 3. So we get y equals -6/5 x minus 15. Yep. All right, how do we get this guy into standard form? Good, we're going to move the x. We're going to add 6/5 to the other side. 6 over 5x plus y equals -15. And if I want to get rid of that fraction, what do we do? Multiply by 5. That moves it out from here. 6x plus 5y, what is this, -75? Like that. Remember, standard form is nice, especially when it's written like that with no fractions, because you can find your x and y intercepts, right? So that's why we like to do this, why we like to eliminate that denominator if we can. Okay. Write the equation of a line that goes through the point 6, -8 and is perpendicular to the line that passes through the points -7, -12, and -7, 6. Okay. So we have a point that it gave me. This is a point it's going to go through is right here. Okay. It gave me points that the original line was going through. How do we use that to find slope? Yeah, find our difference. How did -12 become 6? Almost. The other way, +18. Right? But what about -7 to -7? Yeah, there was no change, right? What is anything divided by 0? Undefined. What kind of line is this? This is a vertical line. That's out of Hoivux, that's my Vux, right? VUX. So the equation that's going to be perpendicular to this is going to be the opposite of what a vertical line is, right? Because if I do another vertical line, that's parallel. That's what we did yesterday. So what do I want to be perpendicular today? A horizontal line. So is that going to be the x or the x or the y? It's going to be the y. Verticals are an x equals, right? The HOI is our y equals. So the equation is going to be y equals -8. If it passes through the point 6, -8, and I know it has to be a horizontal line, then it has to be y equals the -8. Does that make sense? Okay. Last one. Write the equation of a line that goes through the point 2, 3. All right. Highlight that. And is perpendicular to the line -8x minus 6y equals -48. All right. I can't write the equation if I don't have a slope. So how can we find slope here?
Don't we have to do like the change over?
If I had 2 points, I would do how they change. This time they gave me an equation in standard form. What's up? Yeah, our goal is to get y by itself. Yes, so let's move our 8x to the other side. So -6y is positive 8x minus 48. Divide by -6. There you go.
Y equals -8 over 6x plus 8.
Mm-hmm. I almost agree with you. Why don't I want to put -8 over 6? No, it can reduce. 8 over 6 can reduce to 4 over 3. So this is -4 over 3x plus 8. So this is my slope. Is this what I'm going to use in my new equation? There you go. Oh, almost. Positive 3 over 4. Yeah, so flip my fraction, flip my sign. So my perpendicular slope is going to be positive 3 over 4. And they gave me the point 2, 3 to use for my x and my y. Okay, so that's what we're going to use to write our new equation. So it's going to be y, is it -2 or -3?
-3.
There you go. -3 equals my perpendicular slope. There you go. Good. And that is our answer for that one. Good. That was easy enough, right? Pretty repetitive from yesterday. It's almost the same thing. We just got to change how we write the slope is what we're doing. Instead of matching our slope, we got to flip it. Flip the fraction and flip our sign. Cool. You have lots of time, which is what I wanted, for you to work on pages 87 and 88 in our workbooks and ask questions.